You're pretty when I'm drunk.
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 And I'm pretty fucking drunk.
What's happening? What's happening? No, that's it. That was the other guy. Guys, hi. I'm not going to run another video explanation. Yesterday, I just didn't feel, well, actually I'm going to blame it all on Heffy. I think it was almost 5:30 Sunday morning when we stopped drinking and dropped out of our video chat. So, and then I was actually up and gone from the house by 10 a.m. Packed up a few items and went up to the hunting shack, which thankfully my brother-in-law has been up there a few times, and at least he had some lanes opened up, and we did a little shooting yesterday. First shot ever out of the Mosin, and about 100 rounds through the mystery AR, and I have to say that it ran flawlessly. And what impresses me more than anything is those flip-up sights that Armed Civilian 556 sent. I just put them on there, and then when Jim sent the Vortex Strike Fire, I just moved a little dot to the top of the front sight post, co-witnessed it, and figured that would probably get me on paper. Well, that was accurate enough that we were, the whole reason that we went out is this next week is actually forecast to be pretty damn nice. It was 50 degrees when we left the house yesterday, and it was 55 degrees when we got up to the shack, which is even more in Canada than this place. And I had been sent a precious little package of 25 pounds of explosives from In the Red Exploding Targets, because the owner of the company lives in Florida and doesn't understand this whole snow thing too much, and really wanted to see me waste a snowman. So we got out and we built a pretty large snowman and put about 10 pounds of In the Red Exploding Targets in them. Yeah, we pretty much sent winter packing. Old Frosty had a fly. So that's where I was yesterday, and it was such a beautiful day, even though my feet were as wet as they could get because everything was melting very rapidly, and I feared that if we didn't go blow Frosty away by next weekend, Lord knows what's going to be left up there. So we didn't even leave there until 6 o'clock last night, so sorry. But we will continue. Looking at Mikkeller Beer Geek Breakfast. Oatmeal stout brewed with coffee and fermented in oak tanks. Tanks a lot. Anchorage Brewing Company, Anchorage, Alaska. Oh, I didn't know that they were in Anchorage, Alaska. I learn something new every day. Alcohol percentage on this is 7.5, and it's fermented in Alaska. Alright. And of course it has this champagne style dealie. Oh, but I guess I can show you the protective cappy thingy. Yeah, here my sub pump is going about every 30 seconds. That's the kind of melting we're getting right now. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, see, there's that last little bit. Let's see, I didn't notice if this is a bottled condition or not. You know, I don't know. For me, one of my favorite oatmeal stouts, well, there's the stuff that Andrew, GY6, sends me every now and then from California, Stockyard. They have an incredible oatmeal stout, but locally, a place called Lake Superior Brewers, and Lake Superior Oatmeal Stout is absolutely fantastic. Distributed. Does not say. It does not say. More than likely, it's carbonated and not bottle conditioned. So, ooh, you can just smell a deep roasted coffee. Smells awesome. Cheers, guys. Compared to the other one that I've had from them, this one actually seems a little more refined, kind of mellowed down a little bit. Not as much of a kind of a shock and awe when it comes to the flavors in it. It's just Oh, we're gonna have to start over. I just got done doing an Ebomi video and I just realized I didn't change the thing. Just kidding, man, the bottle's open. And there isn't even some slut on the monitor. Here, we can do this. We can make Ray happy. There you go. Here, I'll stand here and look like my face is an upper and a lower. What a production nightmare, huh? So much for professional. I don't deserve any cowbell, but we're gonna get some anyway. Ring that one more time. We're gonna get my daughter. Who probably thinks that nobody's home right now. Oh, sorry, I digress. That kind of like the more you drink it, the more the coffee part of it builds. Not quite like you imagine that there's going to be a ½ inch of coffee grounds at the bottom, but I'm telling you right now, if you are not a coffee fan, I do not recommend this, because maybe a little deep kind of a chocolate flavor kind of in the background too, but this is all roasted pleasantness and coffee, and kind of see if I notice that oakiness or not. Oh yeah, you get some oak on it. You get some wood. Oh yeah. This is another one of those ones where when I was in there, because I know I already saw the comment from Paul at PA Brew News. There was I think there was 4 of these, and I picked this up like a week ago. But I'll still run over and take a little looky, because you know this is something that isn't gonna hurt you know, sitting and waiting it out. We finally got weather where Paul PA, I can probably you know, get some try to get a couple of care packages out to you, and I still have to. I hate them all, okay? I'm not making up excuses or anything, but I still have to find you know, something terribly inappropriate to send to Steve, Rusty Bush, who I also apologize because with everything going on and being busy, I haven't been a very good guy at watching videos or answering comments or anything. It's the last couple of weeks is just you know, kind of like a little mini vacation, I guess, where I did nothing and went nowhere. It's kind of a weird one. You know, that first, it's got kind of a medium mouth feel. Yeah. And at first it's like not a heck of a lot, but it builds rapidly, and you kind of get a big wave of the roasted malts and that. I mean, if you almost have to be kind of familiar with the oatmeal stouts. You know, first of all, like I said, I don't know what it necessarily is, because you know, I'm not a professional beer review person. I just play one on YouTube. I've noticed that there always is kind of a serious carbonation issue with the oatmeal stouts, and I mean, I can see if it's like, you know, 9-10%, but you know, at 7.5%, you know, that shouldn't be necessarily knocking it down. And I know, like especially with my local Lake Superior oatmeal stout, you can't say that the guy driving the delivery truck hit every bump on the road, because it literally goes, you know, the farthest that they probably deliver any of this stuff is 2 miles. So if you can get beer from Anchorage, Alaska, and have carbonation on it, you should be able to expect that from your local company. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's probably kind of an experience like Travis at the truck stop. You know, once you get that load in your mouth, you kind of notice that it's kind of more of a surprise at the end than there is at the beginning. Yeah, this is a good one. This is should be like Greg and always pair my beer with something. This one pairs good with this glass. Drink up, Johnny. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Watson. Okay, alrighty then. It's a big glass, a lot of beer in here. I'm gonna go edit a video. I guess there's not as much as we had thought. E-scale. I'd say for an oatmeal stout, heavy on the coffee, light on the oak. This is I'd like to see just a tad bit more carbonation, but like I said, this is kind of a phenomenon I see in all of them. I mean, literally, this I'm getting more carbonation off this than I would from my right down the street stuff. So taste-wise, though, really liking it. I'm surprise. I'm gonna throw this a 10 on the E-scale. And yeah, Paul, next time I'm driving past, I'll go in and see, or at least inquire. But this was something that the manager went and got and brought to me, so I know there wasn't very many of these. What should we look at next? Suppose we could get back on our what I originally was going to look at. Let's look at Travis stamp. I mean Tramp stamp from Clown Shoes. tomorrow. Belgian style IPA. This was another 7%er, 7%. So, you kids be good. I'm gonna go finish this, and we got a E-Bomi video. You know, you always see the shit before everybody else does, but definitely like the way that turned out. And yeah.